Today, we're talking about the unbanning of IRL kick streamer N3ON. Meta is being investigated for its possible role in illicit drug sales on its platforms. And the AI-powered future of warfare is rearing its ugly head into the world. All in this, I swear I have faith in humanity, but only so much at this point. Episode of... But before we start, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our news updates or daily Insight-bytes news comics. Now Alice, load the file on this N3ON guy first, shall we?
In a turn of events, kick streamer N3ON has been unbanned from the live streaming platform just 2 days after receiving a permaban, to the joy of some and dismay of others. The initial banning came after N3ON threatened to dox and SA a child on a live stream.
Alrighty, fun stuff. Popular live streamer N3ON has in fact been reinstated on Kick just days after being permanently banned over his latest showing of intellectual prowess on a live stream. N3ON's return comes after fellow streamer Aiden Ross revealed that he had advocated for his unbanning directly. And sure enough, N3ON's channel has reappeared on Kick hereinafter, though at least from what I could find as of filming, the platform has yet to officially comment on the reason for reversing the ban. The controversial streamer had initially been banned from Kick last week after making vulgar threats towards a 10-year-old child during a live stream. While broadcasting, the young viewer began trolling N3ON, prompting the adult streamer to threaten to dox and SA the child, using some explicit and colorful language. And to its credit, Kick swiftly condemned N3ON via means of a ban that had the internet in just the happiest place. However, the platform's apparent reinstatement of N3ON just days later is sparking many to accuse Kick of giving preferential treatment to the top creators, undermining its stated policies, which is a pretty common practice, let's be real people. As well as pissing people off that morons like N3ON are allowed to have a platform despite the questionable type of content he puts out. If you call starting shit with strangers and then hiding behind your private security like a bitch content. Like a bitch. Real role model type. Anyways, what do you think about N3ON getting unbanned? Do you care? Are you for it? Or should they have left the trash out to be collected? Let me know.
Federal authorities are currently investigating Meta for its potential role in the illicit sale of drugs on its social media platforms, including Instagram and Facebook.
Cool. So, US authorities are investigating Meta over the potential facilitation and profit from illegal drug sales over their social media sites like Facebook and Instagram. Not that you needed me to tell you who Meta owns. Federal prosecutors in Virginia have subpoenaed records from Meta as part of a criminal grand jury probe looking into violative drug content and illicit sales of drugs across the company's platforms. The FDA is assisting in the investigation being led by the US Attorney's Office in the Western District of Virginia. The subpoenas, delivered last year, seek information related to how Meta's systems handle drug content and sales, highlighting concerns that drug dealers and rogue online pharmacies are exploiting the platforms. Prosecutors also subpoenaed research groups studying drug marketing on Meta services. While investigations don't always lead to charges, the scrutiny highlights the escalating government pressure on tech giants to crack down on harmful content proliferating online, which is a good thing. Lawmakers have discussed holding platforms like Meta accountable for third-party posts facilitating illegal activities like drug trafficking. Meta has come out to say that the sale of illicit drugs is against their policy and that they're willing to cooperate with law enforcement. I mean, at the same time, the company has enlisted outside firms to vet advertisers and implemented detection systems to remove these types of violations. But it would appear that these measures have done little to nothing to prevent the widespread marketing of controlled substances like Adderall by telehealth firms skirting these regulations. During the pandemic, these startups bombarded Facebook and Instagram with ads promoting medications for conditions like ADHD and anxiety, often without listing the side effects as required. Most recently, counterfeit weight loss drugs have been advertised on Meta's platforms. The investigation is led by Randy Ramseyer. Meta's president Nick Clegg says the company has joined efforts to disrupt the synthetic drug sales online and, quote, educate users about the risks, calling the opioid epidemic a major public health issue. But prosecutors appear unconvinced that Meta's current safeguards are sufficient. You know, this sounds strangely similar to the Silk Road, if you can remember that. Only that site got shut down and the creator was convicted of a whole lot of stuff. I'm just saying, things should be equal, no?
Drones are set to revolutionize the landscape of military power, shifting the dynamics of warfare as we know it. Their low cost, accessibility, and advanced capabilities mean that traditional, high-cost military assets are now facing new, unpredictable challenges.
That's right, folks, we're entering a whole new age driven by two game-changing forces: dirt cheap drones and the rapidly advancing AI technology. This combo is flipping the script on how wars are going to go down in a big way. Just last month, a $20,000 Iranian kamikaze drone took out 3 troops in Jordan. Not long after that, Ukraine's secret Unit 13 used similar cheap attack drones to sink a $70 million Russian naval ship in the Black Sea. Even the Houthis have been messing with the major shipping lanes through the Gulf of Aden using these low-budget unmanned weapons to disrupt billions in trade. So these drones are already proving to be a massive asymmetric threat, punching way above their class weight. But as formidable as they seem now, they're just the tip of the spear, so to speak. The real game changer will be when militaries start running coordinated swarms of these drones controlled by superior AI battle management systems. With an AI's raw computing power exponentially increasing a drone's capabilities to perform in combat, even the most elite human forces won't be able to keep up and make decisions fast enough to compete. Now, for a little perspective on just how often we're about to see these things show up, for the cost of just one $13 billion US aircraft carrier, like the brand new USS Gerald Ford, a nation could theoretically buy 650,000 of the kamikaze drones. Yeah, let that one sink in for a minute. Our multi-billion-dollar state-of-the-art warships with all their missile defenses may become super vulnerable to being overwhelmed by relentless, low-cost, unmanned AI-driven swarm attacks coming from every angle. The Pentagon knows the writing's on the wall, so they're trying to get ahead of the curve. They're researching brain-computer interfaces that would create a direct link between human decision makers and AI systems, enhancing our decision-making speeds. But there's still major ethical concerns being wrestled with over ceding too much power and control to these autonomous killer robots. By the way, we covered some of these machines a while ago. They're known as LAWs, or lethal autonomous weapons, because every military toy needs a cool name apparently. I mean, just imagine full robotic forces for ground invasions, stealthy unmanned underwater drone navies, and seemingly endless AI-driven swarms of drones controlling the skies. Crazy futuristic sci-fi stuff that could genuinely become reality sooner than we think. Just like how the nuclear arms race between the US and the Soviet Union defined much of the last century's balance of military power and geopolitical tensions, this AI race may end up being this era's defining technological rivalry between superpowers. Whichever nation decisively masters the art of AI warfare capability could gain immense power and control over the global order, maybe even levels of conquest capability not seen since Alexander the Great's era. Let's just hope that the pursuit of AI military supremacy and robotic warfare doesn't open the path to unchecked destructive ambition and instability in the world, because I mean, I don't know, aren't we already there or some shit? Of course, a lot of this warfare concept is still just theoretical, and these drones have major limitations currently. But the technology is advancing at an exponential rate. An AI-powered future seems to be inevitable at this point. It's just a matter of how quickly they arrive and whether humanity will be prepared. And on that, the future is looking more and more like Blade Runner piece of news. We're gonna call it. If you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like and let YouTube know that you like to know what's going on in the world. And I'll just catch you next time. Bye.